So, in response to the video that I had posted yesterday, I had received a comment saying, "Stop, get over it. Nobody cares. Nobody cares if you like broccoli. Seeking affirmation is a myth. It won't happen. Stop wasting time wringing your hands. Just live." So, this is a response to a video that I had posted about how I still get kind of nervous when I come out to people, especially in public settings and, kind of like newer public settings. And so, anyway, I wanted to, I guess, kind of share my thoughts along this comment, which first off, I'm grateful that uh, this handle, Batchelder Patrick, commented. I appreciate seeing all forms of engagement on my videos. So again, very grateful that I had this comment as well as many others across the videos I've been posting. So thank you for commenting and engaging. I think the next area I have for a reaction towards it would be, I guess some questions that I have. So I guess in terms of like nobody cares. So in the video I was sharing, I was kind of, explaining how I was attempting to tell someone that I had a male partner as opposed to a girlfriend, which they had um, opened up and shared with me about from them. So I don't know if like I guess like my question would be in terms of nobody cares, is that more from you as a viewer or more that like the person that I was talking to probably didn't care whether I brought up a man or a woman or a different, identification um, for who my partner was. And so um I think that's that I'm assuming it's more the perspective of the person that I was conversing with. Um, Similar to if, they wouldn't care if I like broccoli or not. So anyway, I guess that'd be one first question, and that would be kind of my assumption about that they don't care if I'm gay or straight or whatever. Um, the other question I had was seeking affirmation is a myth. It won't happen. So an affirmation is I guess a statement that kind of asserts a certain um, mindset or belief in a certain way. Um, so I'm not quite sure what seeking affirmation is a myth means exactly. I don't know if that's more directed at me or how I was maybe thinking about myself in that situation when I was in the sauna, but um, so anyway, stop wasting your time wringing your hands, just live. So at this point, I guess my kind of final reaction or comment to that is, yeah, I mean that's kind of like the goal is that I would like to just focus on living and not being concerned about like what people think of me and whatnot. And I feel like I've made some big strides, but I think the reality is like I'm still at a place where that still does affect me, and so. Um, it is encouraging to hear that like nobody cares per se, but like in that time when and moment when it's happening, like that's definitely not what I'm experiencing, and that's definitely not what I'm thinking. So I guess it would have been nice to get some acknowledgement that like y- that's normal or that's okay, as opposed to kind of like completely disregard it. But I mean, I don't need it. I don't need that. I don't need that affirmation per se. I've been able to kind of teach that to myself now. But yeah, it's definitely the goal to just live. And I think, um, you know, as when I shared that I still get nervous about it, it's not necessarily like a complaint or like um, me saying that I'm not living. I've just considering I started making these videos about trying to like build confidence, and I mean that's why I try to make these videos is to try to help um people be confident in who they are, in particular if they're trying to come out of to other people about their sexuality. And so because that was a big challenge for me. So anyway, it was just more of like I was surprised, and I wanted to share with you all that even for someone that is fairly seasoned in doing that, coming out to people, I still find it interesting how I have moments where it's a struggle, because I feel like then that creates that sort of fear then does create a sort of it to me it's a self-reflection of a fear that still is within me. And so that's why I wanted to vocalize it. That's why I wanted to kind of talk through it, post it, to kind of make sense of it for myself. And that's also why I'm making this reaction video, because it's helpful for me to reflect on. And yeah, I just I want to reemphasize too that, like, it's um, life is a lifelong journey of conquering your fears. And so anyway, no different from me. Whatever I profess on this channel, by no way am I in I'm still learning and growing, and I'm on a journey. So doing my best to share my experiences. And while some stuff I feel like I have a lot of experience in. Yeah, I'm by no means an expert in life or anything like that. So I do my best where I can, try to share what I've learned along the way, and hopefully it helps someone else down the road. So thanks for watching. If you made it this far, appreciate you always. Feel free to comment down below. Any if you've still run into situations where you've thought you've been confident, but realized that you still had some, like, edge cases or situations where it was still tough for you to kind of push through it, um, and any tips or tricks that you have. So until next time, much peace and love.